Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
We most certainly can.
All right. What up, everybody? This is the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. This is Bitch Stole My Look.
Oh my God.
And on today's episode, we'll tackle why JD showed up in my outfit.
Oh my God. Listen. We didn't even get the intros out. You gotta let the intro happen first.
I'm so sorry. This is the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast. We're your hosts.
With?
What your name is?
No, you first. It's alphabetical order.
I'm Dashing D.
And I'm JD, aka He Who Pods, aka He Who Showed Up and Got Jumped. I get here.
AKA He Who Stole My Look.
I know what you was wearing. I
know what you was wearing.
Okay, so how I stole your look?
Are we gonna have to start conferring about our outfits for the pod? What happened here?
I just knew it was our last episode of the year.
Down to the ankles.
I just knew it was our last episode of the year.
Uh-huh.
And I said, all right, let me throw some red on for the folks.
Right, yeah.
And then I get here and you got, that on.
Basically the same outfit. It's just that I have on long sleeves and you have on short sleeves.
So your color's a little different than mine.
Slightly off, but basically
you got
the
more
same.
of a burgundy going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a little bit more,
Crimson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Crimson Avenger.
Yeah, but, here we are. Let's have a real conversation
about Big Red. No.
Yeah, something like that. Well, listen, it happens. It happens. Great minds think alike.
Apparently.
That's what they say.
Next time I'm going to just do the opposite of what I think.
Okay. I'd appreciate that.
Go to hell. Said I'd appreciate that. You got topics. Let's go. I'm trying to be here all day fooling around.
All right. So, listen. We got to get something out the way before we really get into things.
Another thing about our outfits?
No.
Oh.
What we're not going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Let them know. What we're not going to talk about.
So, at first we were going to talk about it.
We had a meeting.
Yeah. We
said we were going to talk about it.
We said we were going to talk about it.
But then Chris found something. Chris
was going through the archives. And he found that we very, very adamantly said we will not speak about Meg and Tory again.
Until when?
Until there's a verdict.
And is there a verdict?
Nope. But there is a trial.
So guess what we're not talking about?
We're not talking about the trial. Not yet, anyway. A lot has happened. We can say that. The trial started this week. We don't have opinions on it yet. We may never have opinions on it. I mean...
We don't have opinions?
I mean, I'm sure we do, but we have not discussed our opinions.
We have not.
And we're just not going to talk about it. We said we were very strong in our position the last time we spoke about Tory's trial, Tory's case. The last time we spoke about it, we said we're going to table it until there is a verdict. Until we get to the end of this, because then every episode will be like, how we talk about Kanye. So we are trying not to do that. Okay. So we're not going to talk about it. If you want information on that, there are plenty of places to go to find that. You could just Google it. You just get on Instagram and type in their names, whatever you want to do.
Right.
But we'll get to it. It's pointless to try to unpack something that is still in progress.
I mean, yeah, because we're not the news. And so we don't want to come here and say, today, this is what happened.
Right.
Well, 3 days ago, this is what happened. Because it's a trial, it's not more like before where it was the public antics.
Yeah.
So we feel it's better to wait until the end. But we were tempted to discuss it, not gonna lie.
We were.
NGL.
We put it on our list. We were like, oh, we got to talk about this. This is going to take us at least an hour to get through.
And that's why Chris is here.
Right. That's why you got to have a good intern who knows what time it is. He's getting better. It's episode 22. He's getting better. You know, maybe we'll keep him in 2023.
Oh, cut it out. Don't start your shit. Let's keep it moving. We have other topics.
Yes, we do.
We'll get back to Meg and Tory when there's a verdict.
Yes.
And then we'll unpack whatever takes place.
Something else that is going to be really quick, so let's just get it out of the way now, is R. Kelly releasing an album called I Admit It.
I don't understand. I really don't. What's more interesting to me is that it was on digital streaming platforms, aka DSPs, and then
you know the ones,
and then they removed it. Yep. It was like, oh, sorry, that was never supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. Lying motherfuckers.
I have more to say about them, but I think that
the DSPs or that guy.
I think it's a conflict of interest. So I'm gonna.
I mean, all his other music is still there.
I know.
So then what's the difference?
And I have thoughts about it, but like I said, I think it's a conflict of interest. So I will just leave it at where it is. What I will say is I don't know what to it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. From
which standpoint? That he made the album or that they put it on DSPs and then removed it?
Both.
Okay.
Both. It's like when OJ wrote his book.
What if I did it?
Like, what? Like, yo, this is the world we live in.
You know why I laugh? Because I remember when that happened and then Cat Williams was like, and then this motherfucker gonna write a book called What If I Did It? Right. What if you shut the fuck up, bitch?
They
That's why I was laughing.
You got away with it. Like, I wonder if I could
find it and put it on the screen. Yeah.
And no, R. Kelly.
Well, I would say R. Kelly
didn't get away with it. Well,
I mean,
he got away with it for long enough.
I mean, how old was Aaliyah when? Never mind.
Listen.
Next topic.
Yeah, because I'm done with it. There's no reason for us to stay on that.
This episode is called Next.
The lightning round, okay?
Hey, there you go.
All right, so...
Remember the Next TV show?
Yes.
When people would get on the bus, and as soon as you sit down, they look at you and go, Next.
What a show!
That
I
was
would love to go on a show like that.
That shit was foul.
It was foul, but it looked fun.
Until you be the one they say next to.
Nah, I wouldn't want to be the one doing the picking. Yeah, I'm not. No, I know better. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, so yeah. I wouldn't want to be in that position.
Like, hi, my name next.
Right?
Be looking super lost.
Wait, but do you remember the other one, the one with the parents? No. What was that called? That wasn't Room Raiders? Was that Room? I think that was Room Raiders, where I think they came on back to back. Actually, Room Raiders was the one where the parents would go to the dates, or the parents would.
Oh, with the black light? Is that the one?
Yeah, like I think the parents would go into their room, into the date's room, and then they would be able to watch them on the date.
Yo, the black light used to have niggas in trouble.
I mean,
the black light used to be like, what is there? Is the black light
nasty.
Up there?
Just
nasty. How did they get up there?
Gross. Yeah.
What the fuck were they doing? Next.
Right. Okay. So. Oh man. Who do we want to congratulate first?
Everybody. We should call it congratulations. That's a Neo song.
I like that. Let's do it. Okay. Well, this is almost like a callback to an episode we did already.
Okay.
So let's start there. A while back, I believe it was June. It was our June 5th episode, to be exact.
Oh, somebody's been doing their homework.
Well, I remember because that was my birthday week. But it was our June 5th episode.
Excuse me. That's twice back to back. She has let y'all know when her birthday is. Because last episode, she said, you ain't even wish me my half birthday.
Did I say that on the pod?
You said it on the pod.
Okay, well.
You said your half birthday passed, and I didn't wish you a half birthday.
You didn't, though.
And I'm still not.
You're shady.
That's okay.
You're shady.
Shady's fine.
All right. Anyway.
Go ahead. June 5th
when
episode.
Your whole birthday comes, don't look for a happy birthday from me.
That's okay. My birthday, I'm used to not getting happy birthdays
All right.
on my birthday.
What are you gonna say? Like, no,
It's true.
now I feel bad.
When you have a January birthday, niggas act like you have the plague. Niggas be avoiding
They're
you.
like, oh, we gotta go out after Christmas and New Year's
You know what I'm
and
saying?
celebrate again.
Son, cats won't call you. They won't. You might get a text like at 11 p.m. right before the day ends. Be like, hey man, just wanted to say before the
Totally
day.
forgot.
Right. They don't want to say that part. They say, before the day ends, I just want to say
Before the
happy
day
birthday.
ends. Before the day ends is like the premier line when you forget somebody's birthday all day.
Absolutely.
Before the day ends. Now you wasn't thinking about my birthday all day. You just remembered that.
And don't expect a gift when your birthday's in January.
Well, I was just about to ask you about that because my brother's a December baby.
Oh, so he probably got the same
And
problem.
he's always like, people will only give me one gift.
Oh man, let me tell you, I could do a whole pod about the one gift. The birthday
I don't like
Christmas,
that.
the Christmas birthday. Oh man, growing up as a kid, I hated everybody around Christmas.
I don't like that.
Because people be, here's your birthday / Christmas present. And
Right.
I'm like, I couldn't say it because I was a kid, but in my head, I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What you mean birthday / Christmas?
I know.
I remember as I got older, I asked like parents and close family, and I was like, yo, what's up with this fake birthday Christmas thing? Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Yeah.
It was like, well, your birthday is 2 weeks after Christmas, and in between that, we have to pay rent. And I'm like,
That's true.
yeah, all of that is true, but you knew it was coming all year. You had a year to buy a gift.
Now I'm not gonna lie. One of my closest girlfriends her birthday is January 4th. Yeah, January 4th is, whoo, girl.
But you knew all year. You could have bought that gift in June.
You're right.
October.
Listen,
Pick a month.
I am not the person who prepares well for holidays and birthdays. Birthdays sort of, but holidays, nah. I've bought 2 gifts.
Like right now?
Yeah.
It's the 16th.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you what it is. But
all right. So on our June 5th episode,
we we wished Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan well. We reported that Lori
the airport caught me off guard.
and Michael B. had parted ways for reasons unknown. I mean, there were a lot of rumors about why swirling around. And we had a conversation, a real one at that, about the fact that, they had this breakup. We were speculating what Lori Harvey's next move was going to be. I believe you called her a sniper.
Oh, yeah.
And we actually predicted the future. In our June 5th episode, I said at one point, I think she's done with the music, guys. I think she's moved on to Hollywood. I think that, Michael B. Jordan is an actor, and I think the next time we see her with someone,
it's going to be an actor.
It's going to be somebody from Hollywood. Maybe not necessarily an actor. I wasn't sure it was going to be an actor per se. Lori Harvey, listen, she's a beautiful woman, and clearly she's likable because men like to be around her.
Apparently she's very likable.
I could totally see her with a producer, a director. Listen.
Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
Not a music video.
Not a music video director. A movie director. Big things.
Christopher Nolan in them?
Christopher Nolan in them. Well, not quite Christopher Nolan, but the likes. Anyway.
I mean, Michael B. Jordan is directing Creed 3.
Well, that's not her man anymore.
I'm saying
so. It don't even matter.
She kind of got a director on her list already.
She does. Technically. And I think Creed 3 was already in progress when they were together.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, dancing, motherfucking Idris.
Is that the guy from Skyfall?
Snowfall. You've never seen Snowfall?
Nah.
Do you like...
I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of docs and doc series.
I love those.
But I don't watch a lot of TV shows, per se.
Do you like
I know what it's about.
You know what it's
Snowfall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about drugs and
Yeah.
a specific group of people during a specific time frame.
Yeah. I can't. My stress level it doesn't allow me to like sit through things during certain life periods. So I have sat down and tried to watch Snowfall, and I've watched several episodes, and I want to go back to it, but I haven't had the right state of mind to sit down and watch Snowfall. But what I saw was great, and
I mean, I hear great things.
Great things about Snowfall.
Yes, people have told me the same. People say that Snowfall is a great show. It's also what Jeezy's album is named after.
Yes, I remember.
You know,
I
just
remember
throwing that out there.
Well, we just wanted to, point out that we were right.
You were right.
I was right. And yeah, I mean, congratulations to them if the rumors are true.
Is that the same guy that people were saying looks like or acts like Denzel?
No.
And then people asked him Denzel about him, and he was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
I think people were saying that he could be the trajectory he's on. He could be the next Denzel. And
But they asked Denzel, right?
They asked Denzel.
And he was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Because there was a movie premiere or something like that, and Denzel was there. And oh no, Damson Idris, I believe, did an impression of Denzel Washington.
Okay.
I think that's what happened.
All I know is people asked Denzel.
Right. You're right. But that's how it started.
And
I think
Denzel's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, he couldn't even say, he wasn't hearing properly because I'm sure it was loud or whatever.
He's like, Idris Elba?
And what did he called him, he like strung his name together in a way that was not his name.
Denzel don't know who the fuck that is.
Right, Denzel was like, who is that? It was hilarious when it happened. Damson Idris had a good time with it also because, I mean, of course, people were clowning him on the internet.
That's how I found out about it,
yeah. So it was funny, but yeah, apparently they are allegedly.
Allegedly? It's not confirmed?
I don't know if it's confirmed.
I mean, with her, is it ever confirmed?
Right. That's why,
That's why I like her style.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep her style.
Because she'd be like, who?
I don't.
And she don't ever say shit.
Oh, yeah, no, she doesn't. There was that one time where she said that she had lost 15 pounds and she was talking about what she ate on TikTok and people tore her apart. And you know what? She never spoke again.
And she shouldn't.
I saw she popped into my TikTok feed actually today.
See?
And it was just some voiceover thing that like a sound on TikTok that already exists. She didn't say no. She didn't say anything. She just mouthed whatever it was. And I was like,
ladies, for 2023, take notes, ladies.
I mean, really, just don't tell everybody your business.
That's it. Move in the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
Move in the well. Anyway, a conversation for another day. Move in the shadows if you have decided to move in the shadows. Don't let somebody put you in the shadows. It's a completely different thing.
Different.
Don't get confused. Because some of y'all. Anyway.
Yo, what an ending. Because some of y'all. Dot.
So.
Chris, put 3 dots on the screen when she says that.
Speaking of tea.
Oh, okay. More tea.
This is like a very gossipy episode.
I mean, apparently that's what we're doing today. That's
of,
how we're ending the year with gossip.
Speaking of tea, no, we'll get to like real music stuff at the end.
Okay.
Speaking of tea, we got to congratulate one of the greats, one of the legends.
Who's that? You dragging it out, making me a little nervous. I'm like,
One of the legends just had a baby. Won't be no games.
I know it's about to happen, so let me just do this. It's my new thing. You know what I'm saying?
See what I mean? See what I mean? Oh my gosh! The title of this episode has to be "Have a Baby by Me."
See, I was out here trying to just congratulate people.
Nah, "Have a Baby by Me" gotta be the episode title. for today. First of all, what a song. Thank you, 50 Cent and Neo. But also Diddy.
Neo?
Isn't Neo the Neo does the hook? Won't be no games. See what I mean? See what I mean?
Go ahead. You can.
Little mama put me on. Now I have to go. Ooh. All right, so Diddy several days ago came out and announced.
No, you're right. Featuring Neo.
Yeah, I know. It was a music podcast. We got no music around these parts.
I didn't know Neo was on. Anyway, go ahead. Diddy came out several days ago and announced that he had a baby. The baby is 2 months old. The baby's name is Love. Sean Combs, I think. A sentence. I'm sorry. I know I said that before, but it wasn't on mic. I had to say it on the mic.
Shout out to that baby.
Son, your name is a whole sentence.
Shout out to that. It don't even matter. That baby is worth so much money.
A whole sentence.
That baby don't care.
Love
and you know what?
Sean Combs.
You know what? That is going to come in handy someday.
Sure is.
So the little baby can make even more money than it has now.
Damn right.
Than they have now. Excuse me. This was a bit shocking for the world because now people who are not in relationships have babies all the time. I just want to preface that because I don't want to make it sound like I don't want to make it sound like that is a requirement, but I just want to point out that the obvious that Diddy, according to him, he is not in a relationship with anybody. And I think that's why this was a little shocking for some people. Because people tend to associate, I don't know why people tend to associate babies with relationships when people fuck all the time. But anyway, neither here nor there. That's, again, another conversation for another day.
Right.
But Diddy came out and he said that he had this baby. He didn't say who the mom was.
However,
we found out.
Jumping the gun, my bad.
He didn't say who the mom was, but he said he was thrilled to have this addition to his family. I think this is either his 5th or 6th child.
Who knows?
Well, and the only reason I say that is because when he came out, he listed all the children. That was a part of his little
tribe.
Welcome to our family type of thing that he did. And
I missed that one.
Yeah, and people were just kind of like, oh, wait. Because I think the reason people were confused, people were like, wait, did Carisha have a baby?
I already slid over it. I can scoot
people were like, wait, Carisha wasn't pregnant. So, if you've been living under a rock, Carisha, aka Young Miami, can we just point out that Young Miami does not like to be called Carisha, and we have just decided
her homie did that.
Yeah, I know.
So then,
I know
she got beef for her homie, not the internet.
But she hates it.
Well, she got to be mad at her homie.
Hates it. But anyway, Carisha is.
I don't like people calling me my real name. If you call me my real name on the pod, that shit would be edited right out. I'd be Chris. You heard that shit, right?
Right. So
if the whole world started calling me that because I left it on the podcast, then 1, that would be my fault. And 2, I gotta be mad at you, not at the internet.
We could also just beep it out if I say your name.
There's mad editing options. That's my point. She let it come out into the world.
Like if I say right now.
I knew he's gonna do it. This motherfucker here.
Now you gotta beep that out.
I can't even slide anymore.
Now we gotta beep that out.
Chris, you got that timestamp?
So, yeah. So they're dating. They've publicly stated that they are not in a relationship. But I guess people were wondering like how she fits into the situation or maybe what her reaction was. She's since taken to the internet Well, people had
Yes.
things to say. People had opinions. You know, when things like this happen, people, you know, they fire the shots.
Yes.
They do. And so people started saying things about her. One person who I will not say his name, but y'all know who it is. One person said that he had a baby on his side chick or something like
He
that.
had a side baby.
He had a side baby on his side chick is what he said. She got very upset about that. She let us know she was not a side chick.
And he let us know.
And he let us know too that she is not a side chick.
Now
she
that
is,
tweet I would read.
She is his shorty doo-wop.
Whatever.
A shorty wop, excuse me.
Yo, whatever. Like, that's why I'm sitting far away on the couch.
I don't know why.
Because I'm waiting for you to say what you feel, and you haven't.
Listen.
You've been very
honestly,
just reporting the news right now.
Yeah, I'm reporting the news.
I'm waiting for the opinion piece. That's why I slid over.
Oh, what do you think I'm gonna say? I think this shit is ridiculous.
There you go. And that's why I'm sitting over here.
Okay, let's backtrack because I didn't really get to it. Carisha,
Young Miami
has been fighting on the internet, not only with DJ. I said I wasn't going to say his name.
And you did.
Not only with that young man, but also with the woman who is allegedly the mother of the baby.
Wait, it's not even confirmed?
I don't think it was confirmed.
What in tarnations?
Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could be. I don't know because I thought this was silly. So I didn't really, dive
you didn't do the due diligence
too deep into it.
Right.
I did read some of the tweets and I was just like, well, what? Well, Carisha.
Young Miami.
Well, Young Miami. It's better. It's Carisha sounds better. Young Miami, what is going on? You and Diddy were cool as a cucumber. Like y'all had this thing going on. You said y'all go together real bad, but y'all not together. Everything was cool, and then all of a sudden you were fighting on the internet and saying some really gross things to this woman. Who, let me just be clear, they were both going back and forth. I'm not saying that one was more wrong than the other. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, I
just wanted to make sure we had the right city, girl, because...
Yeah, no, it's definitely...
No, you're right. I just wanted to make sure. I want to be up here saying Young Miami to you 200 times, and then it'd be the other one.
No, it's definitely Young Miami.
You're right. Did you know how old she is?
Oh, 28, I think? No?
Google says younger than that.
25?
Google says 26.
Oh. Now what is Diddy, 53?
I don't know. That's not my business.
Oh, it's not your business, but you brought up that Carisha is... You know what?
Oh, no, 28.
28. That's what
I don't have my specs on.
That's what I thought. I thought she was 28. Listen. She said she was cool initially. And then, I don't know, this woman got under her skin. And then it became this back and forth business that honestly we didn't need to be privy to. It was all on the internet. It was weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like it didn't need to happen. But
read him what Diddy said, though.
Let me read what Diddy...
Yeah.
Here's what Diddy said. He said, Young Miami 305 is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be.
Talk to him, Diddy.
Apparently that was my side braid. She's...
That's a clip.
She's never... Excuse me. Excuse me. Can't read today. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shorty wop.
Holla.
I don't discuss things on the internet.
That pause was crazy.
Because it's ridiculous. He's literally discussing things on the internet and saying he doesn't. And I will not start today. No, actually, you did start today.
No, he started when he told the world he had a baby
right.
2 months ago.
Because honestly, I wouldn't have said nothing to nobody, and they would have had to read a statement or something,
Of course.
and that would have been the end of it.
That's it.
I feel like, well, I'll get to it. And then he goes, so think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm going to come to your house and we're going to talk about it like human beings. Love.
Yes.
Which means he going to get somebody to beat the shit out of you, allegedly.
That's not
Allegedly.
what he said.
But he don't have to say it because he's Diddy.
Is there any more?
I said allegedly. Allegedly.
I'm going to sit on top of the plant next.
Don't you touch my plant. Allegedly.
He said, we're going to talk in person. That's what he said.
Yeah, and we all know
he
what
said,
that means.
See you soon.
And we all know what see you soon means. Let's call it what it is. But listen, I don't care whether he defends you on the internet, whether y'all are in a relationship or not, y'all have an agreement or what. It frustrates me, like, fighting with that woman on the internet. Girl, no man is worth that bullshit. Like, she could have just not, they could have just not done that. Like, the back and forth could have just not happened. Or if they were going to have a back and forth, have it privately. Like, we didn't need to be a part of that. No, I don't think that people should be on the internet disrespecting her the same way I don't think people should be on the internet disrespecting anybody. But she's a huge public figure, as is he. And so here we are. People have opinions. People say things, including, the baby mama of the man that you're not together with. And it frustrated me. It frustrated me. I was like, oh, like, honestly, I feel like she said she wasn't hurt or she didn't feel a way about it. She felt a way about it. And she indirectly told us that she felt a way about it. Congratulations to Sean Love Combs on Love Sean Combs. What you got to say, JD? Come on.
Me?
Come on, give it to us.
I got nothing.
Give it to us.
I got nothing. I mean, honestly, Diddy had another baby. That's his business.
I agree. I don't have anything to say about the fact that he had a baby. That don't got nothing to do with me.
I'm
just hardly minding my business over here. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Sheesh.
That's okay. Come on. Tell us what you think, sexual intellectual.
That's not the type of stuff I cover. That's not what my solo pod is for. Listen.
All right. I was just plugging the pod, okay?
I know. I appreciate that. Listen, Diddy has multiple partners. They clearly are aware of it. I'm okay with that. I'm all for that. I mean, I feel like that's how it should be. Clearly she knew. Clearly Young Miami knew about the other person, people, etc. I mean, I'm sure that the baby was born in October, right? That's what you said? That's what was
2 months ago. So December, yeah, October.
So we're talking October. All right, so the baby was born in October. I'm sure that there were many signs that Diddy was having some baby. I'm sure that Young Miami was aware prior to the internet.
Agree.
Of whether that was the day before or the moment before or months before. Mm-hmm. And so that's, it's all between them. I think all this shit is messy. Agreed. I think the back and forths are messy. And I think it would behoove Young Miami to not respond so much to the public's opinions, because she is a rising star in a new category, genre, etc. So she was a rapper. She was a big part of City Girls, and that was a huge moment for her.
Mm-hmm.
She has now pivoted to a different realm. Clearly, Diddy is helping her with that. It's on Revolt. He was the first episode. All of that has helped her launch and get to where she is now that she's winning awards and being nominated and all of those things. So clearly, all of that is helpful to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, if you're going to be on that level of things, it will behoove you to not respond to everything that's said about you on the internet.
And that's really the only opinion I have here. I don't have an opinion about their relationship status. I don't have an opinion about the fact that he had a baby. I don't have an opinion about any of, like, I hardly mind my business, but honestly, when it's stuff that's none of my business, I really just don't even, like, I don't care about that. That's between them. But her getting on the internet and like indulging all of these jerks and assholes on the internet with smut is, I wish that hadn't happened.
I also think, and I know people may not agree with me fully on this one, but I also think there is a power in knowing where you are and who you are. What do I mean? I mean, you have some arrangement with Diddy. Whatever that is, we don't know. But you're clearly engaged in some form of a relationship with this man. Whatever that may be, there are many forms of relationships. I don't know if y'all are fuck buddies, friends with benefits, everything except the commitment. Whatever level it is, you guys have something that he values and that you value. Sit secure in that. If you know that, then the rest doesn't really matter. Honestly, who cares if he has 12 babies?
Well,
you know what y'all have. Sit secure in that. Let the internet talk.
Well,
see, I tell you, everybody wouldn't go and agree with me on this one. You want me to sit on top of the plant?
No.
You want to slide off screen?
No, because again, we don't know what the backstory is here. We don't know what the timeline is in terms of what she knew and what she didn't know.
But she knows what they have.
She knows what they have, but I think that it would still be, you could be secure in that and you could be good with that. But I think that something like a baby can kind of put a jolt in you that you did not expect. Now, I don't know, but my thing is you're saying that, and I think she was very comfortable back when more details of their relationship had finally come out, when she started doing her show and she interviewed him, and they started very openly speaking about the fact that they weren't in a relationship, but they were doing something with each other or whatever that is. I think she came off, a lot of the things that she said and honestly the way she carried herself came off like she was very secure in what was going on.
Right, so stay that way.
I hear you saying to stay that way. I'm just saying I don't think it stayed that way. And I think a baby is such a big thing that I think that there was a jolt in her that probably was like, oh fuck, like this is, this was fun until this moment happened. And now not only that, people are embarrassing me on the internet, because that's kind of what happened here. People started saying things about her and disparaging things about her, which, I mean, and because initially her response was like, whatever. Because she did respond. Somebody said something, I think a random person, I don't think it was anybody we know. It was a random person who said something to her, like at her, and said something to her when the news first came out. And her response was very flippant, like, oh, whatever, I don't, like, basically, I don't care about that. Like, I'm good, we're good type of response.
Okay.
I think when it exploded, as these things do, and then you had, like somebody like
that
guy who is so far reaching in the culture. I think that you start to feel that in the pit, or at least she did. She started to feel that in the pit of her stomach, because the Twitter fingers would not have come out if she was truly, to your point, if she was truly feeling secure about it and feeling okay with it. Like, nah.
But that's my point.
I hear you.
If I am dealing with a woman and we have some kind of arrangement where she sees other people or we both see other people, whatever it is, and she gets pregnant by someone else, I mean, that don't matter to me. We have what we have, whatever that is. If that's not changing, then that's all that matters.
I mean, that's cool.
Maybe I'm just different. I don't know. That wouldn't change shit.
I didn't.
And I would gladly shut the fuck up on the internet. Like, I mean, y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. I'm still good. My response would have been, the new episode airs Thursday at 7:00.
I mean, sure, but again, it doesn't seem like that was the way it hit her. So
I get that.
And again, we really don't know anything in terms of the way the information was presented to her, what they did agree upon, or what is the situation, the true situation between them. We only know what they were telling us.
And they've told us more than they need to.
They've told us more than they need to. And honestly, Diddy is seen with a lot of women pretty often. And again, it doesn't seem like that has ever shaken her. She's never made a peep about any of that. But sometimes the stakes change, and it seems like for her, this was it. This was probably the point where she was like, wait, hold up. Now they're making me look stupid. Like, now they're making me look like I'm getting played. And for some people, that's not. Listen, I have never been famous. I don't know what it's like to get on the internet and have millions of people have an opinion about my life. So I don't know what that's like for her, or for anyone else for that matter. And that could definitely be a game changer when it comes to these situations. So, listen. Love, Sean Combs. Happy belated birthday. We're so happy that you've joined the world. That's where we'll leave it. All right.
Scoop, what else we got?
Oh, you coming back?
I mean, unless you're going wild out. I think he's going wild out with that one.
I don't know why you thought I was going to wild out. I said, listen, I don't have an opinion about their relationship. I don't know those people.
Okay. I mean, we have lots of opinions on people we don't know.
Yeah, but like, I have top level opinions about people. I don't care about what their relationship is. I don't want anybody in my business. So, I try to, at the very least, I mean, I'm happy to report on a breakup, on a baby, on a marriage, divorce, engagement, whatever. Two people got together. But what I'm not going to do is try to pick apart their relationship and what goes on between two people, because things are not always as they seem. Even when people tell you what seems to be the whole truth, it's never really the whole truth. So
agreed.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. But I did have an opinion about the fuckery on the internet. All right, so
what else we got?
What else do we have? We really don't actually have that much. So,
all right, that's it. We wish y'all a Merry Christmas. Happy Merry Kwanzaa.
Let's get to some music stuff, like some real music stuff.
Okay. You want to congratulate Rihanna while we're congratulating?
Yes, that was my next thing. Congratulations to Rihanna and Thames.
And Thames.
They are nominated for a Golden Globe for "Lift Me Up" on the Wakanda
Thames
Forever.
is on Lift Me Up?
Thames wrote "Lift Me Up." I love Thames. I love Thames. Okay.
Yes, Thames.
Thames is amazing.
Get it.
Thames.
That excites me.
Yeah.
Rihanna, I like Rihanna. Love Rihanna.
But Thames is killing it right now.
But Thames is doing her motherfucking thing right
I
now.
love Thames. Have you ever seen her Tiny Desk performance?
No, I have not.
It was Tiny Desk at home. I don't know. I guess maybe it was during lockdown, but it was Tiny Desk at home. Watch
I
it.
would assume so.
It's good.
I think Tiny Desk is overrated.
Yeah, I don't watch all of them.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I don't watch all of them. I don't watch most of them. But
I think they're overrated.
But I did.
It's cool that we get to see like people perform, but there's nothing special about that setting, in my opinion. It's cool that they created this lane because it's like you gotta perform in this tight space,
right? Yeah.
But are we excited about them performing in a tight space? I'm confused.
Depends on who it is. For me, like, I don't want to see a rapper.
But even the singers, like, besides Usher's "Watch This," what else was really captivating about him performing in the tight space? It was great to see an Usher performance.
Oh, no, he just sounded wonderful. That was
right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think the Tiny Desk thing is overrated. To me, the most exciting part is what probably not talked about enough, which to me was Usher made niggas flip the camera for once.
Right.
We've never seen what's on the other side. We've only seen that tight little space. And Usher was like, no, show them.
And it's really just a bunch of NPR employees.
That's it.
I did like Usher's Tiny Desk performance specifically because, I'm obsessed with Eric Bellinger.
That's what I'm saying. That all of those parts are fine.
Right.
But what my thing is, what makes Tiny Desk special? The constricted area. That's really it. There's nothing. People get very excited about Tiny Desk performances. I don't. I'm like, I'd much rather watch footage of Usher in Vegas.
I can see that.
To me, that's way more exciting, seeing him in his element with the big crowd, doing his thing. And I know that people like intimate performances. Yes, I've seen artists in small settings and in big settings. For example, I saw Lupe Fiasco multiple times in a very small venue. And then I saw him at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, it was different. It was less intimate. But if you're not there and you're just watching it, I don't understand what's the big deal.
Well,
because they can't really do shit in that tiny space. It's just an audio adventure.
I think that, and maybe that's all they're trying to create is an audio adventure. What I do think is that for an intimate performance, I would want to be there as opposed to watching it on video. I just think it's a cool way to amplify live music.
Sure.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie and say I watch Tiny Desk all the time. The reason I saw Thames's Tiny Desk is because I watched Usher's Tiny Desk because I'm obsessed with Usher, and it led me on YouTube. It just led me to Thames.
There you go.
So, yeah. Other than that, I don't think I've ever watched another full Tiny Desk performance. I've seen clips and things like that, and I even sometimes repost them on our Instagram because there are some interesting performances. And I also think that they create a lane for a lot of different genres where certain platforms stick to specific types of music.
Yes.
I feel like NPR is neutral enough that they were able to create a space where everybody can do it. They even did at one point a couple months ago, they did an international, I can't remember what the month specifically was, but they were highlighting international artists, which I thought was cool. They did that for about a month. So I think they're doing interesting things, or they're trying to create interesting content when it comes to music. But I do understand what you're saying. I mean, but that's kind of what makes content creation interesting, is that you don't really need a whole lot. You kind of just, you can put together something kind of cool with
Just a camera and a couch.
like with whatever you have,
That's
know.
what I said.
So I find that interesting. A lot of the stuff that I see now is from following them on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I don't want to oversell it. Like, I've been watching Tiny Desk for years, and like I've seen all of the performances or whatever. That would be misleading.
Got it.
So
congratulations, Thames and Rihanna. What are they nominated for?
They are nominated for a Golden Globe for the Wakanda Forever. Lift Me Up on the Wakanda Forever soundtrack.
I had to look up what a Golden Globe award was supposed to be because I don't really know musicians and artists to be nominated for Golden Globes. So I was very confused, but then I saw that it was basically international recognition of film and television things in film and television. So I guess because it's a soundtrack, they're getting nominated. But I just was confused. It has nothing to do with Rihanna or Thames. I just didn't understand. I personally am not used to hearing artists getting nominated for Golden Globes for stuff very often. Usually I hear like someone on TV or film. Yeah. So I was confused, but listen, I'm all for it. Congratulations, Rihanna. Big congratulations to Thames. Love to see it. Keep what they say on the internet. I love that for you.
I love that for you.
I love that for her.
Okay. All right, moving right along.
Time for sad music?
Oh.
Or not yet?
New music came out.
Yep. There's really only one thing to talk about.
There's only one thing to talk about.
Well, for that we're interested in discussing.
Right, because I'm sure there was plenty more.
But, and today's Friday. We didn't even check did anything come out today.
We did not. Well, we don't usually record on Fridays, so.
That is true. Usually we don't record on Fridays, but I have some schedule changes and I have to record on Friday. All right, so just looking real quick. We normally don't record on Fridays like we just said, but I see Lotto dropped a new song called Another Nasty Song. I got to play that.
Serious about that.
What a title. Come on. And then Diddy, speaking of Diddy again, it's the Diddy podcast apparently.
Love.
He and Party Next Door released a record called Sex in the Porsche.
Hey!
There's a lot of freaky shit coming out this Friday. They're wrapping up the year with a lot of sexual stuff. And Jacquees dropped an album as well.
Oh.
I know how much you love Jacquees, you know. His album is called Sincerely For You.
Oh, you listen to it. Tell me how it goes.
Maybe. But we want to talk about something that came out last week.
SOS, SZA.
Yes. So first, do you know the artwork story?
No.
So the artwork is a reimagined version of one of the last Princess Diana pictures.
Really?
There's a picture just like that of Princess Diana sitting the same way on the same kind of scenery.
Interesting.
And so that's part of what some people consider when listening to the project. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Let me see if I can find it real quick and show you. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen.
Actually, really,
so people can see.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So the theme of the project, along with the picture, people have ideas.
Well, according to Apple, well, they called SOS soulful and gritty. And they said that she's dealing with some of the same topics of love and relationships from a more self-assured place. Which kind of happens, throughout an artist's career sometimes. They evolve, they grow.
They sure do.
They get older.
I would hope so.
They get a little bit wiser.
Yeah.
Some of them, anyway.
You listen to the album?
I listened to the album.
All right, you got thoughts? Want me to start? I know usually I start the music shit.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. It's an interesting sound.
Okay.
At one point, I got like Fifi Dobson vibes.
I have
Do you
no
remember
idea who
Fifi
that
Dobson?
is.
I don't remember what her song was, but I thought it was interesting. I liked it. I think I laugh every time I hear Kill Bill. I think Kill Bill is hilarious. I also think it's super relatable for all of us.
Yeah.
Anyone who's dated someone that, you know, things just didn't end well, I think we can all relate to Kill Bill.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose my words carefully.
I mean, listen, this is your platform. This is a safe space.
We all have an ex we'd like to kill. That's better? Or you prefer me to be quiet?
No, that was perfect.
There we
That was
go.
perfect. Energy. Okay.
That's it.
I played Fifi Dobson for you and you don't remember her, but she was around, you know,
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
way back when. And
Sorry. I'm not hip.
this, when you mentioned, I know you'll talk more about it, but when you mentioned Avril Lavigne to me, I thought to myself, well, wait, there was a black girl who did this.
Oh, I think Fifi Dobson is black?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was her sound.
That's interesting. Now I gotta go listen to Fifi Dobson.
Yeah. That's what I think what
Okay.
I think that's what made her so interesting is that she had this what we considered like a typical white girl
pop sound,
sound, but she was a black girl.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of what some of it reminded me of. I thought it was fun. I thought it was, you know, but in terms of the sound, but I thought it was good. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I liked it. I would give it a couple more listens. There aren't a lot of albums that come out now that I stick with for a long time and keep going back to. So that's why I'm saying I would give it a few more listens and see if it is something that I would want to keep listening to. But yeah, I thought it was good.
Okay. Yeah. So the internet, as soon as the album came out, was saying that she was on some like early 2000s Avril Lavigne shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's another podcast that said they think this is Black Girl Rock. And they gave some examples like F2F, which I think is a fun song. I think it fits right in with everything that all the comparisons are for.
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned that podcast said if you listen to it with your eyes closed and didn't watch a music video, it totally sounds like something Pink would put out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I asked you that off pod, because I was curious to see what your thoughts were. Because my first listen, I didn't think any of that. I thought, wow, this woman is really talented. She's got soulful songs up there. She has songs that sound like modern day R&B. She's got stuff that sounds like alternative rock. She's got stuff that sounds like pop.
Yeah.
This was not just an R&B album. And so that was my thought on the first listen. And then I heard that podcast and I saw Avril Lavigne trending on Twitter and the comparisons. I said, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I listened the second time and I was like, okay, I can hear what both the podcast and the internet are saying. I don't disagree, but I think to call it Black Girl Pop would be kind of diminishing what this album is, because it's not just pop. No. It is a multi-genre project.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw,
There's a
Yes,
lot of
there's a lot.
versatility.
Yeah, that's what I mean when
Which
I
I
say like,
enjoy.
what a talented woman.
Mm-hmm.
We know SZA's talented. Her first album is a huge album. It's a big part of the culture. You can say it's a cult classic. People do say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is probably better than the first album. Um, People may not agree with me, but I
People
really
love
like the
Control.
versatility. They do like Control. And I like Control too, but I think this has more versatility
It does.
than the first album, which I think shows her growth and her talent, which is why I started there.
Mhm.
I also think that with this SZA album, we get to see a bit more of SZA. Yeah, there's a theme. It's more of the sad music,
Yeah.
the niggas ain't shit music. But if you really listen,
It's a
that's
little
not
bit
all
of
it
it's
is.
a combination of I love him and fuck him.
Right, and that's why I was saying, yeah, because even on F2F, where she's saying, I fuck him because I miss you, the very next song, she's saying, damn, it sucks that nobody else understands me except you.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's a lot of different things that are tied into this album,
It's
although there's a
relatable.
theme. Right, I think it's very relatable, and relatable music lasts because you're always going to feel
Confessions.
like, exactly, you're always going to feel like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I can play this music because of the mood I'm in. Even
Right.
one of my very close friends, Tez, as the internet calls him, he loves a very specific Joe Budden album because of the relatability of it.
That's
And
important.
so years and years later, he plays it on a regular basis because of the relatability. And I relate to both him and that album, so I get it.
Yeah.
I think it's great that SZA was able to do this. I think it's great that we finally got SZA music. I hope that we don't have to wait 6 years for the next project. And I saw criticism about that too. I saw people saying like, oh, this doesn't have enough hit records for me to have waited 6 years for this project. People were saying that. And I think that's really interesting. I think that speaks to this microwave era of music where people are used to hearing so much music from artists where if you're not dropping on a semi-annual or annual basis, people are hard on you, people criticize you. But it's also something that only happens in our culture because like the big rock acts and pop acts, they don't drop every year. They drop whenever they're ready.
Oh, they'll tell you, they'll be like, I've really been finding myself over the last couple of years, and finding my sound, and figuring out who I want to be. And I think this album is going to be really great. I should write speeches.
You should. You got to get on your PR shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that people forget you have to live life to be able to create music. Maybe you went through a lot of shit and you have a lot ready. But especially once you're a mainstream artist, a successful artist, life changes. And now, okay, let's say you had, Joe Budden always says you had your whole life to write your first album because you have everything you've ever been through.
Yeah.
And so that's cool. And that's why I quote it. I think it's very true. But after that, you got to kind of live life.
Some more
now it's like, well, I already told y'all about the trauma through my childhood. Right. And I told you about the person I loved that broke my heart. And I told you all the stuff from the past or the stuff I wanted to share from the past. And so now you need new experiences, new heartbreaks, new things to speak about, and new ways to express those things. Because there are artists who, every album is the same theme as the last album, but what makes it special is that it was expressed in a different way. So you have to give people the time to do that. And I think in our culture, we often put a lot of pressure on artists, but the great artists don't drop all the time. And the ones that do, they're a very, very small, special group of people who can drop every year and produce hit records and quality music. Not everyone can do that. And we seem to have this expectation on artists where I think really what it does is put a lot of pressure on artists and diminishes both their creativity and the value of what they're trying to do. Because if you say, hey, JD hasn't put out music in a while, and JD takes 5 years to put out music, and I put out a project and it's great quality music, that's what should matter, not whether there are hit records on it. Is it enjoyable? Is it relatable? Those are the things that you should be asking yourself. Like when Korn or Metallica or
Right.
Taylor Swift or Adele put out music, it's not every year.
Well, people want to be able to, create Instagram captions and make TikTok videos
Yeah, and
of
that's
them
fine.
dancing to the music. I'm not. I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just saying that is the mentality. That's where people are at. A lot of people,
Yeah.
where it's like it needs to be buzzy in order for it. Like when a Drake album comes out or a
Yeah.
Beyonce album comes out, people pick it apart not necessarily because they're looking to see if there was some lyrical genius in there. They're looking for it to see what quick line they could put on their Instagram captions.
Right.
I mean, if that's how you listen to music, I guess it's cool. It's just
Yeah,
weird.
but sometimes a good meal comes out of the oven, not the microwave.
This
and the
is
stuff
true.
that goes in the oven, it takes time.
Yeah, and I, again, the versatility on this album is great, and she take it like.
And
please,
it's a long album.
It is a long album.
But to her credit, I still have not found any songs. I've listened to it twice, start to finish. I still don't have a song that I'm like, yo, turn this shit off.
Right.
This song is whack. Skip this shit.
Right.
I can't say that about a lot of long albums that come out today.
Agree.
And it's not long. It's long for today's standards. Because it's like, what, 17 songs?
It's an hour and 8 minutes, so it's really not that long. But I agree. I think that she, listen, sometimes you gotta, what did you say? You gotta put things in the ovens, or sometimes you gotta slow cook.
That's right.
And that's okay. Like, in order to, listen, I want good music always.
Same.
Good music is the thing that I'm, not Kanye's good music. But I always, good music is the goal. Like I don't want to listen to music that's like throwaway music. Honestly, it's the songs that make it to TikTok that I cannot listen to. I cannot go back to. I don't care. You know why? Because it gets looped over and over and over and over again, and that's great for the artist. I'm not, I understand that from a business perspective, but from a me and what I can tolerate perspective,
it's a little different.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a little aggressive sometimes. It's like, ooh, Beyonce made a great album. You're not gonna complain about Beyonce making Renaissance or anything like that. But if I hear Cuff It just one more time, I'm not even gonna lie, I used it as a TikTok sound today. I was like, if you can't beat them, join them.
And that's our pod. I'm kidding.
I mean, basically, it's our pod, though.
All right, so this is the last pod of the year.
Last pod of the year.
Christmas is coming. You got a lot of shopping to do. You said you have 2 gifts.
I have a lot of shopping to do. Only one person is getting Christmas gifts right now. And I've got
There must be a lot of people on the naughty list.
Oof. But yeah, I gotta get to it.
You want to share your New Year's resolution?
I don't make those.
I knew you were cool, but I didn't know you was that cool.
I don't make New Year's resolutions. I goal set throughout the year, so I don't have to make New Year's resolutions. And I check in with myself. The one thing I do is I like to write things down, and I like to take notes and things like that. So usually at the end of the year, I buy myself a day planner, and I take my little notes and I put goals in there and things like that throughout the year. But I do not make New Year's resolutions. I can't. I'm not gonna stick to that.
You're not on some New Year, New You? You know that's everybody's favorite shit.
I hate that.
New Year, New Me.
I hate that. Yeah, so I don't do the resolution thing. I don't show up to the gym on January 3rd. I don't.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I was gonna save that for food, fitness, and fun, but those first couple weeks of January, the gym is like a rush hour 4 train.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm
not. I don't want any parts of that. You know, listen, I've been working on my fitness goals for several months now. You know, because honestly, I don't think that summer bodies are made in the winter. I think you gotta start from early.
The winter's too soon.
At least I have to. No, winter is not soon enough, is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta start sooner.
Yeah, you gotta start sooner. You gotta start this summer for next summer. At least for me, I don't know about y'all, but because I've tried to start in the winter, and then by summer I've been like, nah, it wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time. So no,
it was buffing.
Yeah.
Buffering still?
Yeah, it was still buffering. So I started months ago, okay? Y'all gonna get these bikini pics come summer. Don't
Holler.
listen. So, yeah, but you don't make resolutions.
I don't make resolutions. I have things that I try to do, things that I aspire to do, but it's usually not when the year starts.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's seasonal, like, you know, this spring I want to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't do new year, new me. A lot of my goals never were accomplished, and so they're just carrying over. And then there's other goals that I crushed, and now there's new ones that are needed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way that I do it. I know that's the way I do it. I think that's the better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
To have ongoing small and large goals.
I like that.
Thanks.
Well, listen. Happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy Merry Kwanzaa. Right? That's the thing? Happy Merry Kwanzaa. I think that's what they say.
I thought it was Merry Christmaka.
No, I never heard that one.
Because Christmaka is...
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa?
Yeah.
Never heard that one, but it sounds interesting.
But yeah, happy holidays to everyone, and thank you so much for rocking with us all year.
Right, because we started in February, so if you're still here, you've been here the whole year.
Yeah, so we appreciate you, and
yes, thank you for being here.
More to come in 2023.
Yeah. We coming back early too. We ain't waiting till like February.
Oh yeah, no. You gonna get a new episode.
You might get a new episode while you still hungover from New Year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we will be back at the top of the year.
Right on schedule.
Right on schedule. Our usual every 2 week pod.
Yes.
So yeah, happy holidays, and just be safe.
And stay warm.
Stay warm.
Cold out here today. Well, lately.
In the tri-state or anywhere near here.
And if you're in Europe, we don't know what's going on over there. But
it's cold.
Stay warm.
Cold in Europe too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so until 2023, which is not that.
See y'all.
We got 2 weeks.
2 weeks
to 2023.
Say, get on your salad diets.
Listen, salad, one day, man, I was going to mention something, but honestly, I'm going to just, maybe y'all need to have like a dial-in service on food, fitness, and fun. I could just call it and be like, can we talk about this incline thing people have been doing on TikTok, please?
No. If you want to be a guest on Food, Fitness, and Fun, you can go through the proper channels. There will not be any dial-in services.
What are the channels?
We can discuss that
off pod because I would love to discuss this incline business. I know Dre probably has lots of things to say.
He probably does.
I'm sure you have plenty to contribute as well. So anyway, we did a lot of shout outs in this episode.
Yeah.
We did.
Anybody else you want to shout out? You want to wish anybody specific a happy Merry Kwanzaa?
Listen, shout out to the squad, okay? Just shout out to the squad. You know who you are. That's how you don't get yourself into trouble. You just I don't know where that Jennifer Lewis laugh came from. You got to stay low.
All right. On that note,
We love y'all for listening. Thank you so much. And have the happiest of holidays. And we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye.